Good morning, all. Today we'll be discussing about liquidators remuneration. So, from Unit 1, there is a chance of asking problem. If they're asking problem, then it will be regarding calculation of liquidators remuneration. So, let's see first what is liquidator remuneration. The liquidator normally gets the remuneration in the form of commission. So he is going to get the remuneration in the form of commission, which is usually based as percentage on the value of assets or on the amount realized or amount paid to unsecured creditors. In calculating liquidator remuneration, the following points must be noted. So commission on assets given as securities to secured creditors, or cash and bank balance, or unsecured creditors. So for calculating liquidator, so now who is liquidator? The one who will take our all assets and who will sell those assets, right? The one who helps in closing our business, helps in winding up our business. So that administrator is called as liquidator. So liquidator ki we have to give some commission, and that commission can be given on assets realized or unsecured creditors, and this is how we'll be calculating it. So here there is a liquidator's final statement of account, where on the debit side we are having receipts and credit side we are having payments, right? If you remember list, right, there are list from A to H, where A and B regarding assets, C, D regarding liabilities, F and G about shareholders, and G about surplus or deficit. So in that point, so here on the receipt side we'll be recording all our assets, the amount realized on assets. What we'll be writing? We are writing amount realized on assets. So now all these became our assets, right? So whatever amount we are getting by selling our assets, that amount we are using here for payments. So when you are making payment, first what we need to do, we need to give remuneration to the liquidator, and first we need to pay liquidation expenses. Later comes the debenture holders, the preferential creditors, unsecured creditors, and shareholders. So on receipt side we are going to write all our assets, right? On payments we are going to write all our payments such as liquidator remuneration, liquidator expenses, and the amount which should be paid to preferential creditor, debenture holders, unsecured creditors, and to the shareholders, right? Here from where we are getting money, by selling our assets we are getting money, that is why it is receipts. Here we are recording payments, where how we are going to use this money, right? So remember, first it should be remuneration, and that remuneration can be percentage amount realized from assets, right? How they are going to get? They are going to get a percentage on assets or some percentage on creditors or shareholders. It depends on the question. It depends on the situation. He might be getting remuneration either on assets or on creditors or shareholders. So now let us see a small problem over here. On liquidation of a company, now a company being liquidated, the liquidator is eligible for remuneration of 2% on amount distributed to unsecured creditors. Now this liquidator is going to get some remuneration of 2% on amount distributed to unsecured creditors. So whatever amount given to unsecured creditors, on that amount he need to get 2% of commission, right? Now what are the other details they gave? They gave amount realized on assets. They gave us assets value, that is of 8 lakhs, and amount paid to preferential creditors, that is 25,000, and amount paid to unsecured creditors is 3,50,000. Asset in liquidators remuneration. So now this question I have took from Pankaj publication, and if you could see, this is a question which was already been given in previous papers. So let's see the solution for this question. So again, let's see here. How much assets realized we are having? 8 lakhs, and for preferential creditors we need to pay 25,000. For unsecured creditors we need to pay 3,50,000. Let's get back to the solution. Liquidator final statement of account. So this is a short mark question, right? This is for 4 marks, where there is no need of drawing pro forma, right? Because we are not having much things to be written, so we are having very little thing. We are just calculating liquidator remuneration, so there is no pro forma. for liquidator remuneration calculation. So now see here, assets realized, how much? 8 lakhs. From that what we need to deduct? Preferential creditors. How much it is? 25,000. So now how much amount we are having? 7,75,000. Now see here, amount available to unsecured creditors. Here the amount paid to unsecured creditors is 3,50,000. How much we are having? 7,75,000. We are having only unsecured creditors of 3,50,000. This indicates that full amount is available. राइट जितना भी अनसिक्योर्ड क्रेडिटर्स को पे करना है पूरा अमाउंट अवेलेबल है. जब अवेलेबल है तब ये देखो फॉर्मूला, unsecured creditors plus preferential creditors into rate by 100. Whenever the amount is available, then we need to use this formula. What is this formula? Unsecured creditor plus preferential creditor into rate by 100. So अब यहाँ पे क्या हुआ, अमाउंट कितना अवेलेबल है? 7,75,000. लेकिन अनसिक्योर्ड क्रेडिटर्स को कितना पे करना? 3,50,000. मतलब अमाउंट अवेलेबल है. अवेलेबल है तो कौन सा फॉर्मूला यूज करना है हमको? अनसिक्योर्ड क्रेडिटर्स प्लस प्रेफरेंशियल इंटू रेट बाई 100. सो अब देखो यहाँ पे अनसिक्योर्ड कितना? 3,50,000 और प्रेफरेंशियल कितना? 25,000. पूरा कितना हुआ? 3,75,000. तो 3,75,000 इंटू रेट बाई 100. रेट कितना बोला क्वेश्चन में? रेट वॉज गिवन एज 2%. सो गेटिंग बैक हियर, रेट बाई 100 इज 2/100, दैट इज 7,500 इज लिक्विडेटर्स रेम्यूनरेशन. असेट्स में से पहले प्रेफरेंशियल क्रेडिटर्स माइनस करो, जितना भी अमाउंट बचा है वो अमाउंट सफिशिएंट है या नहीं देखना. सफिशिएंट है तो फॉर्मूला क्या है? अनसिक्योर्ड क्रेडिटर्स प्लस प्रेफरेंस इंटू रेट बाई 100. सो रेट कितना दिया यहाँ पे प्रॉब्लम में? 2%. सो कैलकुलेट 2% remuneration. Let's see another similar question. Find liquidator's remuneration when he is to pay 2% on assets realized, 2% on amount paid to unsecured creditors, and the assets realized are 40,000. Payment to unsecured creditor is 10,000. Payment to preferential creditors is 6,000. No, here remuneration he is getting on two things. What? 2% on assets, मतलब assets के ऊपर भी परसेंटेज मिल रहा और unsecured creditors के ऊपर भी परसेंटेज मिल रहा. और अब assets कितना है इसके पास? 40,000. unsecured creditor कितना है? 10,000 और preferential कितना? 6,000. Get back here. Let's write the things. Assets realized कितना? 40, unsecured 10. Now amount available to unsecured creditors, here the amount paid to unsecured creditor is only 10,000. लेकिन हमारे पास कितना है? पूरा 40,000. 40,000 में से प्रेफरेंशियल कितना है? सिर्फ 6,000. 6,000 माइनस करे तो फिर भी अमाउंट सफिशिएंट है. इसीलिए लिक्विडेटर रेम्यूनरेशन इज इक्वल टू फॉर्मूला क्या है? अनसिक्योर्ड क्रेडिटर्स प्लस प्रेफरेंशियल क्रेडिटर इनटू रेट बाय 100. सो नाउ कम बैक हियर. अनसिक्योर्ड 10,000, प्रेफरेंशियल 6,000, टोटल 16,000 इंटू रेट बाई 100. रेट कितना दिया? 2%. 2/100 320. राइट, दिस इज ऑन अनसिक्योर्ड एंड प्रेफरेंशियल क्रेडिटर. और क्या बोला? 2% ऑन असेट्स रियलाइज. असेट्स के ऊपर भी 2% देने के लिए. पूरा असेट्स कितना? 40,000. 40,000 इंटू 2/100 800. नो ऐड बोथ, यहाँ पे 800 और यहाँ का 320. पूरा कितना हुआ? 1,120. Now here we'll be seeing a long question where XYZ Company Limited went into liquidation with the following liabilities. क्या क्या liabilities है? Secured creditors 20,000, unsecured is realized 25,000, preferential creditor 600, unsecured creditor 30,500. लिक्विडेटर आउट ऑफ पॉकेट एक्सपेंसेस अमाउंटेड 252. मतलब लिक्विडेटर का एक्सपेंस, लिक्विडेशन का एक्सपेंसेस भी है यहाँ पे 252. द लिक्विडेटर इज एंटाइटल्ड टू ए रेम्यूनरेशन ऑफ 3% ऑन अमाउंट रियलाइज. कितना आना? 3% ऑन अमाउंट रियलाइज इंक्लूडिंग सिक्योरिटीज इन द हैंड्स ऑफ क्रेडिटर्स एंड 1.5 मतलब 1.5 लेना है इसको. 1.5 ऑन द अमाउंट डिस्ट्रीब्यूटेड टू अनसिक्योर्ड क्रेडिटर्स. द वेरियस असेट्स एक्सक्लूडिंग सिक्योरिटीज इन द हैंड्स ऑफ सिक्योर्ड क्रेडिटर्स रियलाइज 26,000. सो असेट्स कितना? 26,000. प्रिपेयर लिक्विडेटर अकाउंट शोइंग द डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन. सो दिस इज आवर क्वेश्चन. लेट्स लुक एट द सॉल्यूशन नाउ. So now from here we need to concentrate on assets realized 26,000 और यहाँ पे secured creditors को कितना देना? 20,000. लेकिन secured realized कितना? 25,000. मतलब डिफरेंस कितना है? 5,000 अभी भी हमारे पास है. So this 26,000 assets realized और this 5,000 difference both are our receipts. और remuneration देखो 3% on amount realized and 1.5 on amount distributed to unsecured creditors. Right? So come back here. assets realized कितना 26,000. securities given to secured creditors कितना 25,000. मतलब उसमें से सिर्फ secured creditors को कितना देना 20,000. so difference कितना हुआ 5,000, right? so total of this is 31,000. पूरा receipts कितना 31,000, right? so now come back here by liquidators remuneration. so payments में पहले क्या पे करना है, liquidator का remuneration पे करना. liquidator का remuneration कितना on assets realized at 3%. asset realized के ऊपर कितना 3% पे करना. now how it became 51,000? look here, it is 26,000 and secured creditors 25. so total of both this is 51,000, right? the difference amount is different, but how much securities we are having 25,000 securities, no? so add assets realized upon time this amount, so it became 51,000 into 3 by 100, we got 1530, right? this is on assets realized. later on amount paid to preferential creditors at 1.5%. preferential creditors को कितना पे करना है, यहाँ पे प्रेफरेंशियल क्रेडिटर्स को 600 पे करना और उसके ऊपर 1/2, राइट? मतलब 1.5 by 100. 600 into 1.5 by 100 9. and on amount paid to unsecured creditors at 1%, right? सुनो, unsecured creditors को पे करने के लिए so unsecured creditors कितना है 30,500. so on this amount we should not calculate it directly. पहले देखना है कि 30,500 हमारे पास है या नहीं. तो come back here, assets realized कितना पूरा 31,000. this one पूरा कितना है 31,000 minus liquidator remuneration. liquidator remuneration कितना 1,530 plus 9. यहाँ पे 1,530 plus 9, तो वो भी माइनस करना. उसके साथ liquidator expenses भी था ना, right? liquidator out of pocket spent 252. so let's take that 252 also, and then minus preferential creditors कितना है 600. ये पूरा माइनस करने के बाद कितना बचा 28,609. so now amount available for unsecured creditors is 28,609. एक्चुअली कितना होना 30,500, लेकिन हमारे पास कितना है 28,609. सो क्या हुआ, अब अमाउंट अवेलेबल इज इनसफिशिएंट फॉर अनसिक्योर्ड क्रेडिटर्स. जब अमाउंट इनसफिशिएंट है तब फॉर्मूला क्या है, लिक्विडेटर रेम्यूनरेशन इज इक्वल्स टू अमाउंट अवेलेबल इनटू रेट बाय 100 प्लस रेट, राइट? सो कितना अमाउंट है 28,609 इंटू 1.5 डिवाइडेड बाई 101.5. ये कैसा हुआ 100 प्लस 1.5, right? 100 plus 1.5 will be 101.5. so after doing this calculation you'll get it as 423. so come back here, 28,609 into 1.5 divided by 101.5, you get 423. and then we are having liquidation expenses 252. पहले क्या लिखना, रेम्यूनरेशन assets पे दिया, प्रेफरेंस क्रेडिटर्स पे दिया और अनसिक्योर्ड क्रेडिटर्स के ऊपर भी दिया. ये कैलकुलेट करने से पहले हमको क्या देखना है, अमाउंट अवेलेबल है या नहीं देखना है. अगर अवेलेबल है तो we can take it as preferential unsecured creditors plus preferential credit. जैसे हम अभी शॉर्ट में देखे ना, वो फॉर्मूला अप्लाई करना. अगर इनसफिशिएंट है तो क्या करना, अमाउंट अवेलेबल इनटू रेट बाय 100 प्लस रेट, ये चेंज हो जाता, राइट? after that we need to write expenses. later preferential creditors 600 and unsecured creditors 28,186, right? ये कैसा आया 28,186. come back here, unsecured creditors is equals to amount available minus remuneration. amount available कितना एक्चुअली 28,609 और ऊपर से remuneration कितना गया 423. now how much amount we are left with 28,186. so that 28,186 is here. so we should not take this 30,500. we have to check either that amount is available or not. after checking that, we need to calculate remuneration on that, and then we need to deduct that remuneration. later we will get the amount which should be taken as unsecured creditors on the payment side. and as it is, after completing, the total should be 31,000, right? how much amount we realized 31,000, and that 31,000 we used for liquidator remuneration on assets and for preferential creditors and then unsecured creditors, and liquidation expenses भी pay करें हम preferential creditors और unsecured creditors को. we settled amount in this way.